English Electric Lightning is a Mach II capable British interceptor aircraft made in response to the ever-growing threat of Soviet bombers. From 1960 to 1988, Lightning protected the skies of British Isles, although they were also stationed in NATO air bases outside Britain. Beloved by its home audience, Lightning is an ever-enduring symbol of British aeronautical engineering. However, it weren't Lightnings of Royal Air Force that saw combat. Instead, another nation had the chance to use it, in a much different role than one would expect out of a Lightning. Lightning was operated by three nations: Great Britain, Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. Out of three, it were Saudi ones that saw combat. Saudi Arabia operated the F-53 variant, which was based on the ultimate Lightning variant F-6. However, F-53 wasn't strictly an interceptor aircraft, since it was built with multi-role capability. It could do the very job it was made for, interception, but it also could perform ground attack and reconnaissance missions as well. During the 60s, border areas of Saudi Arabia were proven to be hotspots, thanks to frequent Yemeni incursions. That was the reason for the Magic Carpet contract, signed in January 1966, which resulted in Saudi Arabia acquiring Lightning F-53s, along with other British weaponry such as Hawker Hunter and Thunderbird Mark I surface-to-air missile. First Saudi Lightnings arrived on 7th of August 1967. It should be noted that first Saudi Lightnings weren't really F-53s, but rather former British F-2s. At the time, F-53s that were ordered by Saudi Arabia were still being built. 26th of November 1969 marked the day when South Yemen's military performed an incursion on the Saudi border, occupying a border post at Al-Wadiyah. In response, Lightnings of Royal Saudi Air Force were moved to Khamis Mushaid, which was located 80 miles away from the border. Due to the position of the base, which was located on a 2-kilometer tall plateau, it wasn't easy to operate Lightnings from it. Thin air was the reason they had to land at very high speeds, or more specifically 200 knots. Same conditions also provided difficulties using the drag chute. Despite these factors, Saudi Lightnings operated from Qasim between 3rd and 15th of December 1969. Weapons used by Saudi Lightnings during this conflict were 1,000-pound bombs and the Snip unguided rockets. The latter proved to be crucial against Yemeni supply lines thanks to their accuracy. Throughout Saudi operations against Yemeni military, Saudi Lightnings performed close air support missions along with reconnaissance as well. Thanks to successful airstrikes from Lightnings, Yemeni military was eventually repelled and Saudi military quickly took back Al-Wadiyah under its control. In February 1970, a Saudi Lightning crashed on the Yemeni side of the border during a reconnaissance mission. A Saudi C-130 Hercules cargo aircraft was sent on a search and rescue mission. Upon recovering the wreckage, they found a hole in the reheat system, caused by a bullet from a rifle. That was the only case of a Lightning being shot down by opposing force. English Electric Lightning's combat service was fairly brief, but it remained in operational service within Royal Saudi Air Force up until 1986. 2 years later, Royal Air Force retired them from service as well.
A 74 squadron in flight. Altitudes of more than 60,000 feet, a matter of routine. A powerful frontline unit in the defense of the West.